If you bought a recorder, then have no fear. Recorder Corner is here. Hey there, third grade. Welcome back to another week of Recorder Corner. Hopefully it's going well for you. Hopefully you're still having fun with it. Hopefully you're still keeping it clean, taking it apart and washing it in that warm soapy water. Hopefully you're keeping your fingers nice and flat. Hopefully you're able to keep all your fingers on there, especially for some of those low notes and for that high one too, high D, okay? Let's do a quick warm up with just some of our notes. I want to start on high D and I want to play our way down to low D. Let me do it for you once, watch. Play one of each from D to B to A to G to E to low D. Let's try it together. Ready? Good luck. Here we go. One thing that's really good about that exercise, that little warm-up, is you have to try to change the way your air is coming out from the higher notes to the lower notes. You have to change it as you're playing. The lower your notes get, remember, you have to change the way your air is coming through. Lower your jaw a little bit, make that different type of air come out, okay? There are all the notes that we have. And let's use a song that uses many of them. Let's get back to Scotland's Burning, okay? Let's sing through it once and sing it on our notes. Here we go. D, D, G, G, D, D, G, G, A, B, B, A, B, B, D, 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 G, G, D, D, G, G. Let's try to play it. Ready? Here we go. How did it go? Now, last week I told you something really cool you can do with this song. You can play it in canon. And I actually recorded myself. Were you able to do that? Do you know it well enough to try it? Well, let's see what happens. I'm going to play it on here on my phone. I'll play along in canon. Now I would start. Let's try something. I want you to play along with me this time. I'm going to play it in canon, but you're going to play along with me. Okay? Let's see what happens. Here we go. Play along with me. Ready? Here we go. How did it go? Hopefully it went pretty well. Let's try it this way now. This is trickier. This is very tricky. Can you play with this? Can you play along with my phone? This is tricky. We're going to play in canon with each other. You're going to play with the phone. I'm going to play as group 2, okay? So you're going to start right away. Ready? Good luck. Keep going. How did it go? That's a lot of fun to do in canon. Now, if you did it by yourself at your home with your phone and your own recording, that's great. If you're one of those lucky kids who actually has 2 recorders and somebody else to play along with you, that's probably the most fun way to play it, is if you can actually literally play it with somebody else. That's always the most fun way to do it. Now, speaking of playing, this week, I want you to actually make a new song. I want you to make your own song. It's always fun to make up your own music. Now that you have perfected, hopefully, our new note, high D, let's make a song that uses that high D. Remember where it lives on our staff? Every good burger deserves, 4th line, right? On the Weebly site, link down in the description below, you can click on there and find that compose your own recorder song, blank sheet paper and blank staff paper, and you can actually make your own song. This week I want you to make one that uses high D. Have to use it in at least 2 of the phrases, okay? Maybe start with it. Maybe put it at the end. I don't know. But the best way to make a song that's going to sound really good in the recorder is if the very last note of your song is G. If the very last note of your song is G, it's going to sound good, okay? So make a song, compose your own music. You can experiment a little bit and actually write some notes after you play. That's always a good way to compose. Maybe play something and think, oh, I like that. What did I play? And then figure out the notes, and then take those notes and put them on the staff where they belong. Every good burger deserves fries, or FACE, F-A-C-E. And don't forget, we have other ones that we know too. Now, that's one thing you can do this week. Here's something else, a new note. Now, this note, it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. But, well, let me just show it to you. Can everyone show me E? Everyone show me E? Got your thumb on there. Got all those fingers. This is a lot of fingers for one note. One of our lowest notes, in fact. But did you know that if I move one finger, I can make this into a new note that is actually the same note? What am I talking about? Well, remember low D and high D? An octave 8 steps apart? That's what I'm talking about here. This is low E. If I move one finger, it's not going to be low E anymore. It's actually going to be high E. You know what finger I have to move? It's one you might not suspect. Your thumb. Listen, here's low E with my thumb down. Here's high E without my thumb. Much higher. It's a whole octave, 8 steps higher. Here's low E. Here's high E. Woof! That is a high note. In fact, that's the highest note that we've ever played. Low E with your thumb. High E, just get rid of your thumb. Really pinpoint air. Very similar air to high D. Gonna need your other thumb back there, not covering a hole, but just giving you some extra support to play that new note, high E. Now, where does high E live on our staff? Well, I bet we can probably figure it out pretty easily because we know those sayings. I'm gonna put a treble clef up here. Remember how we draw that? I showed that to you before. What are the lines? We've said them. Every good burger deserves fries, right? Well, this is low E. But that's not the E we want. We have a new E. Where would it go? Well, think of the spaces. Space rhymes with face. Spell face, F-A-C-E. Hey, guess what? We have an E up here and an E down here. This is low E. This is high E. High E is way up in the 4th space. The stem is going to go down for it because it's so high. This one goes up, that one goes down. Low E and high E. This is our new note. Same fingers, you just get rid of the thumb, okay? So practice this note. If you want to look what it looks like in the Weebly in the description below, there is a picture of that. You can follow along and try to figure that out. Get that really good because next week we are going to be learning a song that uses that note, high E, okay? So practice it this week. Make your own new song that uses high D, and most importantly, make sure you're making music on your recorder.
Recorder Corner is here.